Hello friends, welcome to all of you in Dr. Jaggi's Academy. In this video, I will discuss about the effect of electron releasing substituent on the basic strength of aliphatic amines. So to describe the electron releasing substituent on the basic strength of aliphatic amine, I will discuss the example of ammonia and methylamine. So in this case, which one is stronger base, either ammonia or methyl? So as we know, both are basic in nature because in both the compound nitrogen has a lone pair. So in this case nitrogen has a lone pair, in this case also. It means both have tendency to donate the electron pair. So that is why both are basic in nature. So which one is strong base? So to explain it, we should have to concentrate on the nature of atom present in those compound. In case of ammonia, we have 3 hydrogen atom present around the nitrogen. But in case of methylamine, we have a 1 methyl group, whereas along with 2 hydrogen atom. So as we know, the methyl group is electron releasing group. So this one is electron releasing group. It means it releases the electron toward the nitrogen. So when it releases the electron toward the nitrogen, there is electron density on the nitrogen atom also increases. So here is electron density increases. Due to increase of electron density on the nitrogen, it has more tendency to donate the electron. So that is why this one is more basic in nature as compared to ammonia, where there is absence of any electron releasing group. So we can say that this one is ammonia is less basic in nature as compared to methylamine. I will compare the basic strength of the primary, secondary, tertiary aliphatic amines. So we have 3 types of amines, this primary amine, methylamine, secondary amines is dimethyl amines, and tertiary methyl is trimethyl amines. So which one is strong base? As we know, all our amines are basic in nature due to the presence of electron releasing or electron donating power. So all have a lone pair. So all have a tendency to donate the electron limit. It means all these amines are basic in nature. So the order of basic strength of aliphatic amines, they depend upon whether the amines are present in gaseous phase or amines are present in aqueous solution. If the amines are present in gaseous phase, then the order of basic strength of these aliphatic amines is the tertiary amines. They are a stronger base than secondary amine, which is stronger than primary amine. It means tertiary amine are the strongest base, whereas primary amine is the weakest base when they are present in gaseous phase. Whereas in aqueous solution, the order of basic strength of amines, they depend upon the nature of substituted group present in aliphatic amine. If R is equal to CH3, then the order of basic strength is secondary amine. There is a stronger base than primary amine, which is greater than tertiary amines. But on the other hand, if substituted group is ethyl, then the order of basic strength is secondary amine is a stronger base than tertiary amine, which is stronger than primary amine. So first of all, I will discuss the order of basic strength of aliphatic amine in gaseous phase. In gaseous phase, the order of basic strength that is described with the help of inductive effect, which is also known as positive I effect. So here we have 3 types of amines, primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine. Which amine is stronger base? So as we know that all the amines are basic nature due to the presence of lone pair on the nitrogen. So all these amines, they have tendency to donate the electron, so that is why they are basic in nature. So which one is strong base? So to describe it, I am taking first of all, we should have to concentrate on the structure of all these amines. All these amines contain the electron releasing group. but only difference is that there is a number of electron releasing group in all these compounds. In the case of primary amine, there is a presence of one methyl group. In case of secondary, there is a presence of two methyl group. And in case of tertiary, there is a presence of three methyl group. So as we know that methyl group is electron releasing group, so it releases the electron toward the nitrogen. So in this case of only single methyl group, it releases the electron toward the nitrogen in case of primary amine. Where in case of secondary amine, two methyl group, they releases the electron toward the nitrogen. Whereas in case of tertiary amine, three methyl group, they releases the electron toward the nitrogen. As a result, in tertiary amine, the availability of the electron density on nitrogen is more as compared to secondary amine and primary amine. So it means that tertiary amine has greater tendency to donate the electron. So that is why tertiary amine is stronger base than as compared to secondary amine and tertiary amine. So primary amine, they are less basic in nature as compared to secondary amine. It means tertiary amine is strongest base, whereas primary amine is weak base. So this order of basic strength of aliphatic amine only in a gaseous phase, when the amines are present in gaseous state. Now I will discuss the order of basic strength of aliphatic amines in aqueous solution. So we have three types of amine: primary, secondary and tertiary amine. In aqueous solution, when we dissolve the amines in water. So when the amines dissolve in water, then amines may be primary, secondary or tertiary. It has tendency to attract the H positive by donating a lone pair present in it. So when it attracts the H positive, then it forms the ammonium ion. Similar to the primary amine, secondary amine also they are attract the H positive by donating the electron pair to form this is secondary ammonium ion. And in this case, the tertiary amine, they also attract H positive to tertiary ammonium cation. So the basic strength of amines in aqueous solution, it depends upon the stability of the ammonium cation. How much ammonium ion is stable? The ammonium ion which is more stable, it means in that amines has greater tendency to donate the electron to form the stable ammonium ion. It means that amines are more stable as compared to other. So how to find the stability of the ammonium cation? So stability of ammonium cation, they are depend upon the three factors. Number one is I effect. Second is the stability of ammonium cation, they are determined in terms of number of hydrogen bonding with water molecule. And third one is stability of ammonium cation, they are depend upon the steric factor of the alkyl group. The first of all I will discuss how will you determine the stability of ammonium cation with the help of I effect. Now first of all I will discuss how does the stability of ammonium cation depend upon the I effect. So stability of ammonium cation explained with the help of I effect in terms of dispersal of positive charge in ammonium cation. So we have three types of ammonium cation which are formed from the primary amine, secondary amine and tertiary amine by accepting the H positive from the water by donating the electron pair to the H positive. So in this case of primary amines, this is the primary ammonium cation which are formed from the primary amines. So in this case there is a presence of single methyl group. In secondary there is a presence of two methyl group. And in tertiary ammonium cation there is a presence of three methyl group. So as we know that methyl group is electron releasing group. So it releases the electron toward the nitrogen, which carrying a positive charge. So when it releases the electron, it means carbon acquires a positive charge. So in this case, the positive charge is dispersed on this carbon atom. But in case of secondary amine, there is a 2-methyl group. It means all these 2-methyl group is electron releasing effect. So due to electron releasing effect of both the methyl group, it means this methyl also acquire positive charge and this methyl group also acquire the positive charge. It means positive charge they are dispersed on these 2 methyl group. Whereas in case of this one, tertiary methyl ammonium cation, the positive charge they are dispersed on 3 carbon atom. So as we know that greater the dispersal of charge, higher is the stability. It means in case of tertiary, the positive charge, dispersal of positive charge take place to greater extent as compared to secondary ammonium cation, which is more than as compared to primary ammonium cation. It means tertiary ammonium cation is more stable as compared to secondary and primary ammonium cation. So this cation is more stable. It means that tertiary amines have greater tendency to donate the electron to H positive and form the more stable tertiary ammonium cation. It means we can say that the tertiary amines, they are more basic in nature. They are a strong base as compared to secondary and primary amines. So the order of basic strength of amines, primary, secondary and tertiary amine is that tertiary amine, they are stronger base than as compared to secondary amines, which is greater than primary amines. So this is the order of basic strength on the basis of I effect, means the dispersal of positive charge. Second factor, that is the extent of hydrogen bonding. So stability of the ammonium cation, they can be described in terms of extent of hydrogen bonding in ammonium cation. So we have 3 types of amines, primary, secondary and tertiary. When they are dissolved in water in aqueous state, they can form the 3 types of cation: primary cation, secondary ammonium cation and tertiary ammonium cation. So in this, all these ammonium cation, they form the hydrogen bonding with water molecules. So in this case, there is a 3 hydrogen atom present. So these hydrogen atom, they form the hydrogen bonding with water molecule. So all the 3 hydrogen atom form the 3 hydrogen bonding. This one is also form the hydrogen bonding. So in this case, we have a 2 hydrogen atom. So these 2 hydrogen atom form the hydrogen bonding with water molecule. So there is a 2 types hydrogen bonding. There is a 3 hydrogen bonding. So in this case, there is a tertiary ammonium cation. There is a presence of 1 hydrogen atom. So there is only single hydrogen bonding. So as we know, when the hydrogen bonding is formed, then the energy is released. So in this case, there is a 3 hydrogen bonding. It means there is a release of larger amount of energy. So when a molecule releases energy, it means it has less energy. Or we can say that this compound is more stable. So in this case, amount of energy released is greater because there is a greater number of hydrogen bonding. In this case, amount of energy released is less because there is a less number of hydrogen bonding. And in this case, the amount of energy released is least. So in this, due to larger amount of energy released, so this ammonium cation is more stable. So this compound is less stable. This ammonium cation, secondary ammonium cation is less stable, and tertiary ammonium cation is least stable because it releases a less amount of energy. It means it has high energy as compared to secondary and primary. So this primary ammonium cation is more stable. It means primary amine has greater tendency to form the stable ammonium cation. It means it has greater tendency to donate the electron. It means it is a strong base. So the secondary ammonium cation is weak base than primary, and tertiary is the weakest base than this one. So the order of basic strength of amines on the basis of extent of hydrogen bonding, we can say that primary amine is stronger base than secondary, which is stronger than the tertiary amines. So this is the order of basic strength on the basis of extent of hydrogen bonding. The third factor, that is the steric factor. So steric factor means that is the presence of bulky group around the nitrogen, a nitrogen in ammonium cation. So in a primary ammonium cation, there is a presence of one methyl group, in a secondary 2 methyl group, and in tertiary 3 methyl group. It means in tertiary ammonium cation, there is a presence of 3 methyl group. It means there is a more steric repulsion to the hydrogen bonding. So that is why in this case, this ammonium cation is least stable. On the other hand, we can say that there is a presence of only single methyl group. So there is a least steric repulsion to the hydrogen bonding. It means this ammonium cation is more stable. So due to the formation of more stable, so primary amine has greater tendency to donate the electron pair to form the stable. So we can say that primary amine is strong base as compared to secondary, which is stronger than the tertiary. So on the basis of extent of hydrogen bonding and steric factor, the order of basic strength is primary amine is stronger base than secondary, which is greater than tertiary amines. So therefore, in aqueous solution, on the basis of inductive fact, the order of basic strength of amines is the tertiary amine is stronger base than secondary amine, which is stronger than the primary amines. Whereas on the basis of extent of hydrogen bonding and steric factor, the order of basic strength of amines is primary amines are stronger base than secondary, which is stronger than the tertiary. So due to the combined effect of all these three factors, we may conclude that secondary amines, that is the strongest base as compared to primary and tertiary. So out of which one is stronger base, tertiary or primary? So it's depend upon the nature of substituent. If the R group is methyl group, which is as we indicate that it is a smaller group. So in this case, there is no steric repulsion to the hydrogen bonding. It means in this case, the extent of hydrogen bonding dominant than the inductive fact. So hydrogen bonding is more dominant than inductive fact indicates that the primary amines, they are a stronger base than tertiary amines. So secondary amine is the strongest base as we are find out after the combined effect of these three factors. So out of primary or tertiary, the primary amines, they are a stronger base than as compared to tertiary amines. And this is the order of basic strength of the amines when R group is a methyl group, means secondary amine is stronger base than primary, which is stronger than tertiary amines. But in case of if R is a ethyl group, which is a bulky group, so it provides a more steric repulsion to the hydrogen bonding. It means that makes the ammonium cation is less stable. So in this case, inductive fact is dominant than the hydrogen bonding. So if the inductive fact is dominant, then it means tertiary amines, they are a stronger base than primary amines. So the order of basic strength of amine is secondary amines, they are a stronger base. So out of primary or tertiary, because the inductive fact is dominant, which indicates that tertiary amine is stronger base than primary amines. So order of basic strength of amines, if R is equal to C2H5, secondary amine is a stronger base than tertiary, which is stronger than the primary. So this is the order of basic strength of aliphatic amine in an aqueous solution or in a gaseous phase. In gaseous phase, there is no hydrogen bonding, there is no steric factor. It means in gaseous phase, the basic strength of amines, they explain on the basis of inductive fact. So in gaseous phase, tertiary amines, they are greater than secondary amines as compared to primary amine. Whereas in aqueous solution, we get a two order. Either R is methyl and R is ethyl. Thank you.